Welcome back, guys. John here at 1984 Barbecue. Today we are doing beef brisket on the Pit Boss Copperhead. Here we go. We got our brisket out of the cryovac. This is right about 12 pounds, guys. And I'm just going to do a quick little showing of the trimming, how I trim. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. I have another video on that, and I'll put it up in the iCard above for that video. It's a more detailed video. It's one of my earlier videos, but it's more detailed. So we're going to use, start on this, we're going to use my Cast King knife. I got this off Amazon. It's a 9-inch bone fillet knife. Probably more for fish, but it does a real good job on meat. So we're going to just kind of, it's a nice brisket. We're going to kind of get this hard fat right here in this part here. Right about 10 pounds of brisket once we get all this fat and everything trimmed off. All right, so I'm gonna get this trimmed up, guys, and I will bring you back for the seasoning and stuff. I'll see you right back. Got the brisket trimmed, and you're probably wondering, my God, that was kind of an aggressive trim. Well, there was a lot of hard fat that ran right in here, as you can kind of see it right through there. So I trimmed it up as best I can, but this actually gives you a good idea of what the point and the flat is. This is your flat right here. This is that top piece that lays the top of the point, okay? So there's your flat, and there's your point, okay? So I forgot to mention, guys, this is a USDA Prime. I got it at Sam's Club for, it was like $2.74 a pound, something like that. I paid $35 for a 12-pound brisket. I cut this end off right here, guys. I hope you can see that, because the grain's running this way, so when I cut it, I want to go this way, okay? We're going to be injecting today. I'm going to be injecting it with, oh crap, here we go. Kosmo Q's Reserve Blend. This is great stuff, guys. I highly recommend it. And then I'm going to be using his Texas beef rub and cow cover. It's not the same thing as I bought like in the bags, the 1-pound bags, so it's in a different can or a different seasoning thing. So, got our injector here, guys. We're going to make this up real quick. I got this injected already, and like I said, we're going to be using Kosmo Q's cow cover and his Texas beef. I already seasoned the back up, guys. I'm not going to bore you with that, but we're just going to quickly give this a nice coating of his cow cover on this brisket. Guys, I'm telling you, this is great stuff. Don't forget to get the sides of your brisket, guys. Get every bit of your brisket rubbed down with love, guys. Make sure you get all them sides. Everything gets a nice coating on there. Pat it in there. Don't rub it in, pat it in. I know people get the mistake that, oh, it's called a rub, you should rub it in. No, we don't want to do that. Alright, we got that on there, guys. Now we're going to come back with Kosmo's Texas beef. Alright. We're going to come back with that. This is a big brisket, guys, so don't be afraid to, go on a little heavy with the rubs now. Don't skimp it. This big piece of beef can handle it. Oh, I think I'm blocking you just a tad. Get that beef rub on there. Texas beef. So, like I said, guys, this isn't competition, so. Alright, guys, we got it nice and seasoned up. I am going to come back with just a tad touch, and I mean just a light sprinkle of cow cover on there, just like that. Alright, guys, I'm going to get this back in the refrigerator, okay? I'm going to get this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna let it sit while I go out here and get the pit boss up and running. It's gonna be a late cook, guys. It's like 11:47 in the morning, so it's gonna be a late cook on this, but that's all right. It'll taste good. I'll bring you back out when we're ready to put it on the pit. See you then. Here at the pit, we're running Lumberjack pellets today. It's their maple, hickory, and cherry, their competition blend. I'd used that before to do a burn-in on this, so I went ahead and just added some more to it. But we're going to go ahead and get this brisket on, guys. It's about 10 minutes after 1. I know it's late. We're going to go ahead and get this brisket on. So we'll go ahead and open this up. Sorry about the camera there, guys. We'll go ahead and get this opened up here. And I think I'm going to go about right here with this brisket, guys. Right there ought to do just fine. Put that off. All right. I think this is going to be the hotter side, guys. I'm not real sure. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this brisket on. And I'm going to put it point facing this direction, just like that. Slide that on there. All right. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. It fits on there perfectly. Like I said, this was about a 12-pound brisket, guys. And of course, once you trim it down, it probably took it down to about maybe a 10-pound brisket. But just look at that color on there already, guys. This is where it sat. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get this pushed on in there. I'm going to get this shut up here. All right. Got our brisket on. And let me get you turned up here so you guys can see me. There. All right. Our brisket's on. And it's, like I said, a little after 11. So we're going to run this. Right now I've got it set to 250. We're going to run this at 250 for the first probably couple of hours. I'm going by the color, guys, on this cook. And then I'll give it about an hour or two before I put a probe in it. But today I am going to put in my new Maverick XR50. I'm excited about this. I've heard some good things. I got one. I'm going to try it out. We're going to put it on this thing. And we're going to run 2 probes in. I'm going to run one in the flat, and I'm going to run one in the point. All right? Anyways, guys, I will bring you back here in about, I don't know, an hour or so. See you then. We're going to check this brisket, see what it looks like. Hope you guys can see that. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. But it's looking pretty good. The bark's not quite set yet, but that's okay. So I'm not going to spritz it. I'll see if it had to be spritzed. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to rotate this brisket around, guys. And what's great about this, hang on, let me bring it down just a tad. And what's great about this, instead of taking the brisket off of it, I'm just going to rotate the whole shelf. Okay? So just like that, guys. All right. So we got the brisket checked. It's not, you know, the bark's still not set. We've been running at 250 this whole time. Like I said, I just rotated that out by just taking the shelf. Now I did have gloves on, guys, underneath that. Okay. So just don't grab that shelf because, you know, I think it's okay. I got water in the water pan down there. I'm going to probably add a little more, but we're going to come back in another hour, guys. It's about 2:20 now. We're going to come back another hour and check on this again. I'll see you then. We are in almost hour number 4, and we're going to check this brisket. probes out of the way. There we go. Alright, looks a little dry in some spots. We're going to go ahead and just kind of spritz it. Again, this is just water, guys. That's all we're using. Water pan looks like it's alright. So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to flip this around again. And we're going to give this a flip like we do every hour. Currently our point is 158 and our flat is running about 145 according to the Maverick SR. And then this here is, hang on, I'm going to put this back in there, guys, and I'll talk to you. Alright. Let me bring you up here, guys, so you can see. Alright. There we are. So, I hooked the Maverick up to this thing, and I put it at the pit, the probe right here by the brisket, okay? Right now, the pit I put up to 250. It's climbing up fast. It's trying to recover is what it's doing. But I've noticed that running it at like 250, it's running like 3 something, and then it might start to come down. And then I noticed that if I run it at 225, it comes down to about 260. So it's got a big swing in it, guys. But what I did notice is the pit, like where the pit, the probe is in the pit, where that meat is. It's been running actually about almost where I wanted it at. A little less than 225, and I just cranked it up to 250. So right now the pit's running 166. It's come back up. So I did notice that obviously it's cooler the higher it is, and it's hotter towards the bottom. So we're running about where I want to be running, guys. So I'm gonna keep monitoring this pit and see how it fluctuates, because where I have it set and the actual has been all over the place with this pit. If you guys have had the same thing with your pit, with one of these Pit Boss Copperhead verticals, mine's the Series 5. It's the bigger one. Okay. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you experienced, and if you figured out a way to maybe fix it, or the type of pellets. I'm running Lumberjack pellets, and this one, they may be burning hotter. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'll come back to you when it's time to wrap. I'm not going to keep coming back every hour, but I wanted to talk to you just about the temperature difference. So when we come back this next go around, we'll be wrapping this brisket. I am going to wrap it, and I'll see you then. Our beautiful brisket here. We're going to start wrapping this up, guys. And we're going to leave the end open. I'll leave one end open. And I made this a little extra long, I know. And we're going to make it kind of like a little pouch. We got our mixture made up. What it is Kosmo Q's brisket mop is what we're using inside here with water. Mix it together. One bottle of the brisket mop and a 16-ounce thing of water, beer, beef stock, whatever you like. Now we're just going to pour that in there. Alright. Guys, I'm going to get this wrapped up. I'm going to get back on the pit. Next time you see me, we'll be pulling this bad boy off. See you then. So we got this done. It's after midnight now. Finally got this brisket done. This brisket actually got done about 9:30ish or so, and actually pulled it off about 9:45, so close to 10. And I let it. I opened it up, vented it, then closed it back up. I opened it up for 10 minutes, vented it, closed it back up. So it's been in a cooler for like 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. So, and it's still hot. So let's check this thing out. I had it wrapped in a towel and everything, guys. And this is new foil. I saved the juice. Thing smells amazing, guys. Look at that. Still got heat coming off this thing. There it is, guys. so you can see. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out of this wrap here and onto our cutting board. There we go. I put foil underneath of them, guys, just to catch any drippings. Alright. So, again, this is our flat. This is our point. I'm going to go ahead and just separate the two guys. Oh, yeah. There we go. And there we go. There's our point. Look at that juice, guys. Look at that juice. There's that juice running out of there. Man, oh man. Alright. This is our flat. I'm going to cut into the flat, guys. But this is where the grain's running this way, so I'm going to cut it this way. Actually, I'm going to come over here and cut it so you can see. No, that's not a good idea either. We're just going to move it right here where y'all can see. Couple slices out of it here. It's got a nice smoke ring on there. Very nice. It's got an okay bend to it. It's not the best bend I've ever had. Let's see what we get here when we tear it apart. Ready? It tears apart kind of easy. May have gone a little longer in it. I don't know. Let's cut another slice off here, guys. This thing is juicy as I'll get out, guys. It's got juice in it, moisture. Yeah, there we go. It's got a little better bend in it as you get further in there. There you go. Look at that. Alright, guys, we're going to get ready to do a taste test on this. Bring you right back. Here's our brisket, you guys. It's got a lot of moisture. It's very juicy. Okay. My wife's going to do this off camera, but here we go. Cheers. It's good. It's good, guys. It's tender. It's not dry. It's really good. Alright, guys. This Pit Boss vertical smoker did its job. It did a really good job, honestly. And again, here I'm going to show you guys just so you can see. It says you can't get a smoke ring on a pellet smoker. There you go. And that's with no amazing smoke tube. No, nothing like that, guys. That's just a cold piece of meat into the smoker. And I said earlier, you know, about how I keep my meat cold and when I put it in the smoker. And that's why, because when it's cold, it absorbs more smoke in there to get you a nicer smoke ring. Okay? Anyways, guys, really appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. If you haven't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting the all notification to let you know when I release new videos. Guys, I truly appreciate you watching. It's been a long cook, so it's time to hit the rack. Anyways, guys, have a good night. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.